Hi, this is the elementary Sunday school lesson for this coming Sunday, December 9th at 10 o'clock, and it'll be in the purple classroom in the new building. So the kids are reading Zechariah and Elizabeth, the story from Luke. This is the Shine Bible page. It starts on page 158. And so this is the story of the angel Gabriel coming to Zechariah to tell them that Elizabeth's going to have a child, and of course they're elderly, and this is shocking. And Zechariah doesn't quite believe him, and so he is rendered mute until the baby's born. I think for the kids, it'll be good to put this in context for them. So Elizabeth is the cousin of Jesus' mother, Mary. So she and Zechariah are having a baby, and they will name it John, and John becomes John the Baptist, and he's a cousin of Jesus. So they are contemporaries. And so this is all in part of the Advent, preparing for Jesus' birth, etc. And there's some great questions, not just in the Wonder and Reflect section. I will send you, of course, a copy of all of this on page 12. Let me see. How do you think Zechariah was changed by not being able to speak during Elizabeth's pregnancy? Why do you think the angel chose to take away Zechariah's ability to speak? How might Zechariah have been helped in not being able to speak? What are some of the benefits of not being able to speak? So those are some interesting questions to consider in addition to the Wonder and Reflect questions, which are along the lines of, I wonder why Zechariah doubted the angel Gabriel. Imagine not being able to speak for one day. Imagine if you'd ever doubted something and then saw it come through. And that might be a good topic of discussion in general for the kids. You know, something you didn't believe, and then when it happened, you were like, huh. So there's a couple of activities. One of which, and this is just depending on what kids, there's a lot you can do with this. So what kids you have and what they're interested in. In the Glow, it's like a supplement to the Sunday school. There are 2 pages of Zechariah and Elizabeth, scene 1 and scene 2. So it's like a mini play. There are enough different parts here that 8 kids could participate, or you could even swap them out. So both scenes have a narrator, for example. The narrator has quite a bit of initial text. So you could swap out a narrator if you had more than kids who wanted to participate. And there are some that only say 1 or 2 things. So if someone didn't want to participate a lot, there's a perfect role for them to play. So I'll make a copy of this for you so that along. We're not asking them to memorize it, thank goodness. So there's the play. There's also one of the activities is under Collaborate is having the kids share something about their week, something that happened to them without talking, right? And this is to mimic what Zechariah is going through without being able to speak. And so they can use their hands, but they can't write down anything and they can't say anything. So it's almost like a mini game of charades, but it's more than just a name. It's like, how do you describe what actually was something you did, an activity that you did? If there is time left, there's a nice video from the Bible Project on peace and the word shalom. So peace is the Advent theme for this week, which doesn't necessarily tie into the exact story, but it will tie into Advent in general. And so if there's time for that, I think it's like less than 5 minutes, but it's an interesting look at the word shalom and peace. And so that you can do at the very end. If there's time, you can just let me know. I'll be in the youth room. I think that's everything. Let me know if you have any questions. If you see something else you want to do instead, let me know. But I think these are some activities